I am Black Chestnut, and with me I have Ricola,
Hello.
and we are Substation Gaming. And today we're going to be talking about the Indie World Showcase that happened earlier today,
hmm
at the time of this recording, of course. What were your overall thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I kind of felt that too. I thought it was fine. Nothing like spectacular. Nothing bad either.
For real, the I didn't expect that the Donkey published game is probably the one I'm most excited to play.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we'll get to that when we get to it.
Yeah, you know how Donkey's publishing is. He only picks out the good games. It just only publishes the good games. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's him. It's him and Devolver. I guess they got the track record right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, comparing it to like other indie worlds, this one seemed a lot more mellow in terms of the games they were showcasing.
Yeah, nothing too. But that's the thing about an indie showcase is they're all usually either unknown devs or unknown IPs. So it's like there's only so much excitement I can like they can generate even if the games look
Well,
really cool.
you know, when I'm looking for in the indie world showcases, right, I'm looking for new, exciting indie releases or sequels to our indie games I've already played that I'm looking for the next installment of, like, you know, Blasphemous 2, which was here. Which, you know,
Yeah.
we already knew about, but it's nice to see it and see release window
hmm
and whatnot. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like usually when I am going into these, I'm hoping to see something new and exciting that I
Well, of
haven't
course.
seen before, you know,
Yeah.
and something interesting and unique, which is what, you know, you go to indie games for, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you go to the AAA scene, it's like, okay, here's Call of Duty and then Call of Duty knockoff, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like,
Those can get miserable sometimes.
yeah. And it's like, here is another cinematic story game from Sony, and here's another game with like forced online from Xbox. Like, great, thanks.
Thank you.
And then you go to the indie games, and it's just like, here's the best game you've ever played. It's $20.
Yeah, I know. Although half the time you don't know that until you actually play the game, though. That's the issue.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like,
would say on average, like, even like the more mediocre indie games are still usually better than a lot of the AAA releases nowadays.
here's how I'll be able to, my opinion on like trailers. If I saw like an Undertale trailer without having played the game, I don't think I would immediately realize, oh, this is the best game ever made. Even
Yeah.
though, see, that's the thing about like a trailer, like indie
I
trailers.
mean, it depends, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely been indie trailers where I'm like, that game looks dope, you know,
Oh, of
with,
course, yeah.
and a lot of times I'll end up getting it. Like, I remember doing that with like Katana Zero, and that game was awesome.
What was that one at the indie world a while back with it was like an umbrella side scroller?
Gunbrella. You're thinking of
Was that
Gunbrella. Yeah, that's the name of it.
Gunbrella?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That
being
was one that
published by
sold me.
Devolver.
That's one that sold
Um,
me.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's being developed by the same people who did Gato Roboto, I want to say, if I'm
Okay.
remembering correctly. Let me just like look it up on Steam.
Mm.
Gunbrella. Here it is. Just to make sure. Yeah. Yep, it's being published by Devolver, and the developers did do Gato Roboto.
Okay.
And apparently they also did the Devolver bootleg game.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. There was no new Gunbrella trailer in this, but, you know, Gunbrella looks dope.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was just bringing up an example as a trailer that did actually insta sell me.
Yeah. Same. But yeah, if you want, we can just go start talking about the trailers.
Get right into it, sure.
Yeah. So the first one they showed off was Mineko's Night Market.
And this looks like a cute walk around, do stuff, do mini games, and explore kind of game.
Yeah, it's a top-down adventure game. Set in Japan. Cute art style.
Yeah.
It seems to be based on the trailer. This is what I'm assessing the gameplay to be. It's kind of like just a fetch quest simulator, sort of.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you do cozy games. I mean, that's been Animal Crossing for like 20 years. It's just been a fetch quest simulator.
Yeah. I'm looking at the background in like one of the shots from the trailer, and there's a dude in like a pink Sonic the Hedgehog
Yes,
costume,
I noticed that.
and there's another dude dressed as a carton of milk.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, walk
Yeah, this
around,
one
see
looks
cute
cute.
stuff. It
Mhm.
looks cute. I don't really have much to say though. It's just one of those this feels like it belongs in the wholesome direct kind of
Yeah,
games.
yeah. I felt that way with a couple of the
Yeah.
ones from this, and this one definitely felt like
Hmm.
something you'd see in a wholesome direct. You know, I wouldn't be too surprised if it did show up previously at a wholesome direct. I just didn't
Yeah, yeah, we just
watch
forgot.
what. Yeah,
But it looks cute.
yeah. Uh, if that's all we got to say on it. We can move on to the next one, which is my time at Sandrock.
Which looks like just my time at Portia, but a desert now.
Yeah,
Which I
I'm not
haven't.
familiar with that. Do you know more about it than me?
It's pretty much just your standard farming game, from what I know, with like some like light, like explory, like RPG stuff going on. I think,
Right.
but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it has, you know, some town building elements.
Yeah, I have so many farming games I could be playing though.
Yeah. I think, ironically, one of the issues with the farming genre is that it is a bit oversaturated in the sense
Yeah,
that most people are only going to really invest into one of them.
yeah, because you could put a lot of time into these.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like huge time sinks, but it's like you're not going to really play more than one farming game. And
yeah,
most
like
people have just picked Stardew Valley, so
exactly. Yeah, you could. Like, yeah, these are like hobby games. Like, you pick one and just kind of like play it daily in a bit. Like, that's kind of the point. You can't have like a bajillion of them.
yeah. But, you know, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I haven't played Portia, so I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say on this either. Um, so yeah, it looks neat. It looks fine. We can move on to Plate Up then.
This kind of remind me of Overcooked, although I guess this looks like it has more like actual management elements, like you actually play stuff, like build your restaurant.
Yes, yes, you do arrange the restaurant how you want it, which
Hmm.
is a part of the game. I haven't played this, but I have watched Germa and Stir play it.
Okay.
So that was quite entertaining watching them argue about who should be where and where to place the tables. Apparently, this is published by the Yogscast.
Oh, I forgot they existed.
Yeah, me too. I never watched them, so
Yeah, I don't really watch them too much, but they were always had a presence.
yes,
They were big.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So this is just a Switch port of Played Up. So
Okay.
it's a like it's a co-op game. You can play it single player, but it's one of those things where you really shouldn't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it'd
know?
probably be a fun couch co-op kind of thing on
Oh,
Switch.
definitely. That's what you want to play it as, couch co-op,
Yeah.
or at least over a Discord call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I know this is also on Steam already, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you cook food and then you serve it to the customers. With the
Hmm.
trick being trying to manage the time because cooking food takes time, walking over to the customers takes time, and the
Hmm.
customers are impatient. If you don't give them the order fast enough, then you'll lose, you know?
Very similar to I've played the Toho restaurant sim, so I know what to expect.
Yeah. It's also a little similar to, I want to say, Overcooked.
Yeah, Overcooked I think is more of like party game though. Like it's kind of
That's a bit
just
more party game. This is a lot more co-op focused to try to actually complete the objective, you know?
yeah, and a bit like yeah, it's like light like upgrading like management stuff looks like it was going on too.
Yeah. Yeah, after like you get through a week, you know, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. You get through a week, you upgrade the restaurant each time. You get more
Yeah.
money the better you do. You
Yeah.
get better tips the better you perform and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a cool co-op game.
Yeah, that actually probably be fun.
You know,
More
it's
cool
something you're
co-op
not
games.
gonna get out of the AAA game industry.
Just co-op games in general are kind of rare, except
Yeah.
for
Except for when they only
shooters.
made co-op games. Remember that? When every game had to have co-op in it? And then
Yeah,
they decided to do that for both Resident Evil and Dead Space.
yeah.
It's like
Oh man,
everything has to have at least co-op because everything has to be multiplayer to some degree. So it has to have at least couch co-op, you know?
yeah. Ugh. You ever play Condemned, which is like this gritty survival horror game that's like you're all isolated, it's all melee combat. The second one, the publisher forced them to have multiplayer versus mode
That's so stupid.
in your in your single player melee combat exclusive survival horror game.
They need to stop trying to have multiplayer side modes in horror games. It's like either make a multiplayer horror game or make a single player horror game. Don't try to do both because it doesn't work.
Unless you're Zombie U, that one looked neat. I still have to play that someday.
Yeah.
Or you get
But I
one
mean,
player.
like, you know, with the Resident Evil 3 remake where they slapped on the multiplayer
That one's
mode,
weird, yeah.
it's like, just do both of these as separate games if you're going to do these.
Well, they were trying to trick people because they tried to do Umbrella Corps on its own and it didn't work out.
Yeah. I mean, or they could just stop trying to make multiplayer Resident Evil games because it never works.
Or just do Operation Raccoon City again. People seem to like that one.
Mm.
They just that you can't play it anymore because the servers are down because that was like PS2.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Co-op's nice, but not everything needs co-op. It's
Remember
like
when they
either
made
build
a
it with the ground up with it or don't do it at all.
yeah.
What was you saying?
I forgot actually.
Whatever.
Yeah,
No need to
whatever.
continue the ramble. Let's just move on to Quilts and Cats and Calico because I'm pretty sure we're done talking about Played Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen Calico at board game stores before, so it exists.
Yeah, this is a video game adaptation of the board game.
Yeah.
If you've played the
Yeah.
board game before, I imagine this is that, but in video game form.
But you got cats walking around. You can customize your cats.
Yeah. It is funny, though, because every somewhat popular board game always gets, like, a video game adaptation. The really, really popular ones will get, like, one for each generation. Like, I remember thinking back of, like, you know, old Monopoly boards and old Game of
Monopoly's
Life.
every console, yeah.
Yeah. Of, like the 2000s ones on, like, PC and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice because you can just download these games and then don't have to bother learning the rules. The game does that for you.
Yeah.
Like
That is genuinely nice. You can't have people cheat on you.
There is something to be said about playing actual like the board game. Like moving little pieces around is endless fun. But
then you have to like count.
I know.
Like I gotta count the dice and I gotta do math in my head. And if I don't do it right, then people will laugh at me.
Sound like you have experience.
Yeah.
But sure, cute cat. We getting a lot of board game stuff, like a lot of like indie worlds. I feel like I know we got the Oink Games one once. Like I feel like every indie world would get at least one.
Yeah, because the board games that aren't Monopoly and like Game of Life and like you know all the other popular ones, Battleship, you know they can't afford Ubisoft to make it for them. So They have to get indie devs to make it for them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So they show up
But
here in the indie showcases.
I guess, yeah, that's probably its whole explanation.
Yeah. I have no idea how this game works. It seems like there's
It's an
cats
abstract puzzle game.
and you stitch quilt patterns onto a thing.
Yep. I mean, that's it. I think it's just like a puzzle game. You just get scored on like how you place your tiles. You know?
Yeah. I guess you want the colors to match.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the rule book on me. It's
I
probably
don't know.
very complicated.
It seems complicated. Anywho, we can move on, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, to Rift of the Necro Dancer.
This looks pretty sick. It's just
Yes.
It's a Crypto Necrodancer spin-off successor thing.
Yes.
But
So
they did Guitar Hero gameplay.
it's Guitar Hero, but then it also has Rhythm Heaven mini games in it.
So amazing.
Yeah. So it's Crypto Necrodancer meets Guitar Hero meets Rhythm Heaven.
Sure, I'm completely on board.
Yep.
I
Amazing.
haven't played Necrodancer in forever. I played it a decent amount, like a few years ago, but I haven't played it forever, so I don't remember it super well.
Yeah.
Honestly, this doesn't seem to have too much to do with it, aside from I think this might be the same protagonist. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it seems kind of just like it's only really Cryptid the Necrodancer for branding.
Yeah, which that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever.
I guess you are fighting ghouls and ghosts with
I guess, yeah.
rhythm. You gotta make the funky skeletons dance to the beat or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever play Crypto, the Necrodancer?
I've never played Cryptid Necrodancer. No.
It's good. It's good. It's just it's a pretty simple dungeon crawler. It's just you have to do everything to tune in music. So it's a really simple concept, but it works.
I'm not very good at rhythm games, or maybe I'm just not good at DDR. I'm not 100% sure.
DDR is very difficult. You got to move.
Anyway, yeah, Cryptid Necrodancer. Well, Rift of the Necrodancer looks cool.
Yeah, you know. What Nintendo game will get the DLC with this one? Because we got a full-on. I forgot about the full-on Zelda DLC for Crypt.
It wasn't DLC; it was a standalone game.
Oh yeah, it was a full-on standalone, wasn't it?
The standalone game that also got more DLC. Yeah, I think it got like Majora's Mask DLC. Yeah.
Of course it did.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have anything else to say on it?
Not really.
No? Okay. Okay, so a little to the left got some DLC. That's the one where you're organizing things. And you gotta make sure to organize it in the exact way the game wants you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I've seen people play it. There's some neat puzzles and stuff in it, actually, but
yeah,
but it looks like more of the same.
Yeah.
So
yeah, very OCD the game.
Ooh, have you ever seen Unpacking? That one looks even more terrifying in that sense of just organizing stuff.
Yeah, I've seen Unpacking.
That one's like a whole house in the later levels. Nightmare.
Yeah, the thing with Unpacking is that it secretly has a plot. You just have to pay attention because it's the same person going between multiple houses throughout their life.
Oh, that's neat.
So if you're actually paying attention to what you're unpacking, you'll figure out what the fuck is going on in their life through each time they move.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But as for a little to the left, yeah, that's, as I said, more of the same. It looks.
Yeah, just more levels, really, is all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we got the Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon DLC.
I still haven't played Pocket Dungeon, although I was playing some Shovel Knight like a week ago again, because
Hmm.
like that game's so old. It shocked me how old it actually is now. It's like 2014 or something. Like, was it that long
Yeah,
ago?
it
I
is
got that
quite
like
old.
near launch. It's like
Hmm.
almost 10 years old. But I still haven't played Pocket Dungeon.
Me neither. Honestly, I was never really that interested in it.
Yeah, I'm more interested in aren't the devs doing a Yacht Club? Aren't they doing a different game finally? That's not Shovel Knight.
Yes, they're doing Mina the Hollower, which is
Okay.
it's Link's Awakening meets Castlevania.
Yeah, so I'm more interested when we get to see more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's a new update for Cult of the Lambs.
It's
I'm not sure
more
what's
cool
in the
than
update, but it just seems to be more game.
yes.
Yeah. I haven't played Cult of the Lamb yet. I might play it one day. I don't know. I might get around to it. I'm not made out of money. There's a lot of games, you know.
There's too many video games.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, the most
um,
important announcement is next.
yeah. So next up is Animal Well, in which we got to see Donkey, try
Got
to.
jump scared.
Yeah, we got jump scared by Donkey trying to advertise the game. He very quickly gets bored of doing this and decides to go play with the ducks.
Yes.
It's like
He's
it's
gonna
like, oh
freaking like
man, I have to actually work. Oh,
get
that's
it
too
out of
much.
here.
I'm gonna go play with these ducks.
It's like he's gonna like freaking twist his ankle on those rocks.
He almost, fell straight on his ass.
But shockingly, this actually looks like the most interesting game to me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really like there's a mood to this. There's like this looks like a really neat, like sort of atmospheric exploratory platformer kind of thing. Of
Yeah.
your knit or rain world kind of thing. I'm interested.
Yes. Yes. Because it's a Metroidvania, but there isn't really any combat. It's mostly just platforming.
Yeah. Also really pretty looking. I like just the use of like darkness and the kind of like stark colors. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Really good
interested.
lighting in it. It does look cool, and I'm definitely interested in it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um. I yeah. That's yeah.
It's something that I'm not too surprised that Donkey would pick out.
Yeah.
Because if I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the story goes, he like played it at like a convention, like
Mm.
PAX or something like that. Not sure which one
Okay.
exactly. It was probably PAX or at some random
Yeah.
convention. And then he was just like, "Let me publish this," and they were like, "Yeah, sure, give us your money." Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that works.
yeah. And now the fruit of that publishing labor is coming off with the Donkey jump scare.
Just seeing Donkey in Nintendo Direct, was not something I expected in a million years.
Yeah, he is funny man, video game Donkey.
But yeah,
Yeah,
look.
yeah. Does look good. I'm interested in it for sure. It's on the wish list.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, next up is Crime O'Clock.
Mm-hmm. This looks neat, but I don't think I completely get what the heck is going on in the gameplay.
Same. That's my feelings on this exactly. Like this looks cool, but I have no idea what's going on. This trailer
with
did not explain anything to me.
with something like this, like they really need to like take like 5 minutes to just show a puzzle in the game and see how that plays out. Like,
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't completely get it. It's like time travel stuff. I
Like
don't know.
like you somehow interact with the world and then you
Mhm.
can change times. and
to
then
solve
it will
crimes.
change the future, and you solve crimes. I don't understand how the mechanics work. Like, you
Yeah.
do stuff in the past and then it changes the future, okay, but I don't understand how any of that works.
Or how that leads to solving crimes.
Yeah. Like, I don't get the crime solving part. Like, I'd
Yeah.
understand trying to just make sure everything's right, like in like Sonic, make sure you don't get the bad future.
Yeah, Sonic CD, yeah.
Yeah.
No, no.
I mean, it looks cool. And I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like the trailer's just not long enough to actually explain the game properly, but it
Yeah,
seems
like this.
interesting.
Yeah, like I said, solid 5 minutes to explain this to me would be nice.
Yeah. Like, this is what I want to watch an extended trailer on to get a better idea of what it is,
Mhm.
Um, the art style looks nice though.
Oh yeah.
Like, at first I thought this was just a "Where's Waldo?" but you have to find
Yeah,
Waldo within different time periods.
yeah, because it did remind me of you see the game Hidden Folks? Kind of had the same art style that was kind of just a Where's Waldo game, pretty much.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that,
Oh,
but
came out like a
it
couple
sounds
years ago. It
interesting.
was pretty
Yeah.
big, yeah. But yeah, that's what I thought at first. But
Yeah,
then
that's
they
what yeah, that's
introduced
what
the
I thought at
crime
first too.
element.
Where's Waldo? But he's a serial killer. He's a
That
time
sounds great.
traveling serial killer.
That should, that's a game in itself.
Yeah. Um, I guess we could move on.
hmm
Okay, next up is Tesla Grad 2 and Tesla Grad Remastered.
hmm Um,
I had never heard of either of these up until this point, but
I
they both
swear
look
I've heard the
interesting.
name of the first one, but
You might just be thinking of Nikola Tesla, the guy who invented electricity.
no, I know the difference. Invented electricity. He actually invented laser guns. Get it correct.
I mean, that's true. He also invented laser guns. He invented like 20,000 different things. And then, like, what's his face? Not Einstein, the other guy.
Edison.
Yeah, Edison stole them all.
He stole the laser bombs.
Yeah, Tesla invented like the radio, the Tesla tower, electricity, light bulbs, electrical guns,
I-
cars. Uh,
Time travel.
yeah, yeah. Um, he also invented like delta-rune theories.
Yeah, he invented Toby Fox,
Yeah,
actually.
he invented W.
In a lab. He made a sentient dog.
Okay, the context for the original joke, because you won't get it. There's one YouTuber, whose profile picture is Nikola Tesla, who does delta-rune theory videos.
Okay. What a weird combination.
Yeah. Right now he is live streaming Yik. Not right now, but like right now, generally. He's doing
Okay.
a playthrough of Yik.
Yank.
Yeah.
Does the
Yik.
developer of Y2K get mad when people call it Yank?
I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't know. At least he didn't give up like Phil Fish did.
Fish made like 2 games.
Yeah, but then he gave up when one person called him a mean word on the internet. Dick is still getting updates to this day, fixing the things people complained about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Golden Alpaca boss fight, they replaced it with a Persona Golden Alpaca, a DeviantArt Persona, to make it more anime so people wouldn't complain about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, now he's got like demon angel wings and like a guts from Berserk sword. And he talks now instead of just saying lemonade.
I haven't played Y2K.
Yeah,
and I
they
don't.
extended that whole cutscene. Yeah,
All I know about that game is that Jill from Valhalla makes a cameo
that's
because there's
true.
also a Y2K cameo in Valhalla,
Yeah.
which really weird.
Okay, but this isn't Tesla Guard.
You're right. How do we get into Yick?
We
Ugh.
were talking about Nikola Tesla.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because of the game's name.
But
Anyway, yeah, this looks cool.
it looks pretty. It looks like a
Yeah, the graphics
platformer.
are nice. It looks like a Metroidvania to me.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure if it's
they said it had exploration, which is one of the key elements of a Metroidvania. They say collect power ups, which is
okay. So
another
it's a
element of
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. I'm pretty sure it's a Metroidvania. It
Okay.
looks like a Metroidvania from these screenshots. I would be surprised if this had linear levels.
Yeah.
Having linear levels kind of goes against having exploration.
Yeah. Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, like
Unless,
there's no exploration in a Mega Man game.
yeah. I mean, you got like a side path, but then it's always annoying because it's like, oh, which one's the side path and which one's the main path? It's always annoying,
Yeah.
and I don't want
Anyway,
to
yeah, these
explore.
looked cool though.
Yeah, these look nice.
Yeah,
That'd
they're
be neat.
available today.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
I could go buy them if I had money.
Yeah. I'm feeling broke too. uh anyway, yeah, they look really cool. I'm interested in them for sure. I might pick them up if they ever go on sale. Yeah. Uh, next we got Shadows Over Loathing.
Which I've been wanting to play. I own West of Loathing. I've never gotten around to playing it. This is the sort of sequel to it.
Yeah.
But instead of West of Loathing, which was just Western themed, this one's like Call of Cthulhu themed, which, okay, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Goofy Cthulhu RPG.
Yeah. I've been aware of like West of Loathing's existence, but I wasn't really sure what it was about outside of it had the stick figure art style.
Yeah. It's just a goofy RPG from what I know. I have it. I just
Right, it's an
never played
Earthbound like.
it. It's an Earth. Does every goofy RPG have to be inspired by
I mean, if
Earthbound?
it's a JRPG and it doesn't take itself too seriously, it's Earthbound. You know, Undertale, Yick,
But it,
Shadows Over Loathing. They're all the same game. They're all Earthbound.
Omori.
What did you say?
Omori.
Omori, yep, Earthbound.
They're all Earthbound.
Yep.
They're all quirky indie RPGs inspired by Earthbound with themes of depression.
Yep. I don't understand where the themes of depression part of that comes from because, like, what Earthbound RPGs have themes of depression in them
People
even?
saw the cover of Omori and were like, just wanted to slander it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Omori does have depression theming in it, but like,
There's other stuff going on too, though.
yeah,
And the other
there's
ones don't
more
really.
to it than just that.
Yeah.
But it's like the other ones don't ever have it. There's no depression in Undertale. The people who say that are just like, you clearly haven't played the game.
Yeah. You could argue Mother 3. Is that an Earthbound inspired quirky RPG?
That's more themes of capitalism than depression. Any point
Yeah,
of sadness just derives from capitalism existing.
that's fair.
See, people aren't actually depressed. They're just sad because capitalism makes them sad.
Yes.
You know, it's not
Especially
that they have clinical depression, it's that they are feeling reasonable emotions.
especially pig themed capitalism.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind, as Mother 3 has taught us.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to be too, like, subtle with their symbolism.
But you know
yeah,
what? I'll go download West of Loathing right now because it's 300 megabytes,
yeah.
and I'll report back someday.
But the Shadow of Loathing looks cool. Apparently, it had a arachnophobia mode where you
Oh,
can turn off
your
the
mic's cut off.
spiders. My what? What was that?
Your mic was cutting out.
Was it? Maybe that was
Yeah.
a Discord thing.
Okay. Well,
I
what
don't
were you saying
know.
again?
There's a
Spiders.
arachnophobia mode, so you can turn off the
I
spiders.
appreciate that.
I don't know
Although
what it turns the spiders into, but maybe it'll turn them into scarier spiders.
I've played the game Hrot's Arachnophobia mode, just turns all the spiders into rats, which is pretty funny when you fight the giant rat boss level. Although I
Mm.
can't, I have pretty bad arachnophobia, and I cannot see myself being scared with the spiders in this game. I'll be real. Like, come on. They're like scribbles.
No, you don't understand. Everybody else is a stick figure, but the spiders are very realistically drawn.
They're just like traced from actual spiders.
They're just JPEGs of tarantulas.
That would actually probably be. I could see that with this game's sense of humor.
Yeah. This is
But
quite
yeah.
good. Yeah.
I'm
I mean, I'm now more interested in West of Loathing and this game also just from watching this trailer because before I wasn't really aware of what it was. I didn't even realize it was a JRPG.
Yeah, it doesn't sell it. It just kind of sells itself as stick figure.
Yeah. So now I'm actually more interested in both this and the original title.
Yeah, yeah. I've been wanting to play Shadows over Loathing. It's just I wanted to play because this has been in Steam for a while,
Right. It's
and
just now getting a Switch port.
yeah, available later today. It's out now, so.
Yep.
But now I'll wait for the physical one so I can have a stick figure up on my shelf.
Yeah. Next up is Blasphemous 2.
I have not played Blasphemous, but I believe you have.
I have. It's quite good. I'd probably give it about a 7 out of 10, I'd say.
Okay.
Um, it's very, very pretty. Really, really nice pixel art. Combat's pretty solid. Level design solid. But it's also one of those games where it's like, everything about this is good, but I don't really feel anything overly, like, crazy exceptional. But it's still something I would recommend, you know?
Yeah, except for that
It's
pixel
like-
art, maybe. That's pretty exceptional.
Oh yeah, the pixel art is exceptional, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's one of those games where
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's at least worth an 8 out of 10, I'd say.
yeah. And hey, maybe 2 will touch up and just
Yeah,
be
2
really good.
honestly 2 does look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's visually just as gorgeous, and now they have 3 different weapons.
Okay.
In the first Blasphemous, there was only 1. So this is a huge,
I can see that getting old
this
after a
is
while.
a huge jump, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's really just the combat is just your same 3-hit combo, and then like a special attack that you can switch around.
Yeah.
Because it's a Metroidvania Souls-like, but you don't really unlock any permanent power-ups in terms of the Metroidvania angle. So it's just kind of explore the world, kill the boss, and then unlock the door, you know? Sort of Metroidvania. So it's a lot more Dark Souls in its Metroidvania sense.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
get keys.
Yeah.
Elevators.
I mean, it was a bit odd because it is semi-non-linear, right? Because how I first played through it is I accidentally went to the later game area first before going through the main path you're supposed to. So it's effectively like you go through area 1 and then area 1 unlocks to area 2, right? But then there's area 3, and area 3 is off of the main path that goes to area 1. And I went to area 3 first.
And got your ass kicked.
Yeah, not really got my ass kicked. I did make it through like the first half of it.
Okay.
Before I eventually was like, okay, I unlocked the elevator back to the start. Let me explore the rest of the world now, because that area was tough. And I didn't even realize, you know, that was area 3. It wasn't supposed to be that hard.
Okay.
Until I actually reached area 1, and I was like, oh, this is a cakewalk, because I've already been through area 3 and gotten all the power-ups from there. you
Hmm.
know. Um, so
I,
that
I,
was my experience with like the first couple hours of Blasphemous.
that sounds fun, actually. Just
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like I managed to get through Area 3 effectively,
mm.
but there was one point where I kept dying repeatedly in the same one bonus room. That was mildly frustrating.
Mm. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Blasphemous is quite good. I would recommend it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's been on my list, but there's always so many games on my list.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pick up Blasphemous 2 as well. I enjoyed, the first one more than enough to get the sequel, and the sequel does look even better than the first one.
Yeah. So, yeah. I move on to Oxenfree 2.
Yep, we can.
So Oxenfree, I think I own this on like 3 platforms. I have like on Epic Games and GOG and something else because they give it away for free like all the time for some reason.
Right.
I've never played it, but I own it like 3 copies.
Yeah, I might own a copy of it somewhere and I just don't know.
It looks like a deep, like sort of like atmospheric, like point and click. Like it's something I'd probably enjoy. I just never have played it, even though they
Yeah.
handed me a copy of
Yeah, this
it.
definitely seems like something you'd enjoy more.
Yeah, yeah. I just gotta wait for my next point and click mood, and maybe I'll pick this one.
Yeah. For me personally, nothing really piqued my interest in this. It's not that it doesn't look good. It looks fine. I just not that interested in these types of adventure games usually.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. So I gotta play the first one, despite owning it for 1,000 years.
Apparently, this is being published by Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix does like just randomly publish some stuff. It's strange.
That's crazy. Can you call it an indie game if it's being published by Netflix?
Uh,
I
the
mean, I'm gonna
definition
say
of indie
yes,
games
but
is
yeah.
kind of a mess to begin with. Like, um,
I mean, really, it's just anything that doesn't have a massive budget, you know?
yeah, like in film, you're only indie if you're not being made by a studio.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back is an indie film legally because it was financed by George Lucas. That's an indie film, so
Yeah.
even if it's dumb, at least film has kind of strict rules for that stuff because I think there's like union stuff. But
Right. That
games is
makes
just
sense.
whatever. It just
It's just anything that's like
kind
similar
of
budget.
lower budget.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like way forward, like they're like everyone calls them indie, but they have like 300 employees, I think.
Yeah.
Like
Well, to be
they're
fair,
pretty,
they've been around for quite a while and they've made a
yeah, they've
lot
been
of
around for over
stuff.
20 years. Yeah.
They're quite successful as a studio, you know?
Hmm. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
actually free.
yeah.
Someday I'll play the first one.
Yeah. And then they just had a little scissor reel at the end.
What do we got? Paper Trail. I don't know. You're just some
It looks like a
paper folding
puzzle.
puzzle game.
Yeah, it's a puzzle.
Kind of looks Monument Valley esque. If you ever played
Yeah.
that. Uh, Next is Little Kitty Big Sitter.
Yep.
Was this like Goose Game, but you're a cat?
I suppose. I guess it's more like the cat game, but with cel shaded graphics instead of realistic graphics.
What, like Stray?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
This one honestly, this one looks better than Stray, I think.
Stray's awesome. I have played a bit of Stray. Stray's really good. Stray's more of like a serious like dark exploration game where you just happen to be a cat, which is kind of a pretty good gag.
Yeah.
This looks more open world fuck around as a cat.
Yeah.
So
Which
yeah, sure.
I
Bit of
imagine this
corn.
one might have real platforming in it, which is something that Stray didn't have.
Yeah.
You can nuzzle people in this game. Press Y
Ooh.
to nuzzle,
That's why it's a nuzzle.
and then they fall over.
You can attack people
Yeah.
with your nuzzles.
I mean,
What
it's
is?
being developed by Double Dagger Studio, so it's got to be good.
What do they make?
I don't know, but the name sounds cool. Come on, they got 2 daggers.
What on earth is this chance of Stendar? I can't really tell from looking at it.
But okay, but before we move from Little Kitty Big City,
Oh, yeah,
right?
more?
You can put cat hats on your cat.
They'll all look very stylish.
Yeah.
Like the corn one.
Yeah. And then, okay, move on to Chance of Sender. It looks like a puzzle game to me. Like a puzzle adventure game.
Yeah, it looked like it has like a... Do I have to figure out like a runic language in this game? Because that looked like one of the puzzles they showed. You just had a bunch of letters and looking at decipher a...
You know what I think it is? It's the puzzle at the beginning of BioShock, but they don't just give you the answer. You have to actually figure it out.
All right. Sure.
Yeah.
But we're still real. Next one.
Rotato.
This looks kind of Vampire Survivor-ish.
Yeah, this is a garlic leg.
Is that what we're going to call them?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the garlic legs. Yep, it's literally just another Vampire Survival clone, which there's like dozens of at this point.
Yeah. Some are pretty good.
Yeah.
But I've already spent money on Vampire Survivors, so...
Then you got Escape Academy, the complete edition. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a puzzle game.
Looks like an escape room puzzle game.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting for those, but another one doesn't hurt.
And then we get jump scared by Glam Rock Freddy.
Ah! It's Five Nights at Fred.
Yeah, it's a Switch port. That game will probably run very badly on the Switch.
Yes!
It'll probably look really bad, too.
Hey. I'm just actually kind of shocked this wasn't already on Switch.
I'm not.
Really? Come on, that's like prime audience, the children.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like... Didn't it run really badly on like all the platforms?
Yeah, it was very buggy.
Yeah. It looked really nice in all the pre-release trailers.
Those are pre-rendered footages.
Of course they were. Anyway, the highlight, this is a real, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It has a release date now, being August 18th.
Cool.
So just 4 months away.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's the Jet Set Radio spiritual successor, knockoff, whatever it is, right?
Yes. Yes, it looks really nice.
Is this the one of music by that one Twitter guy?
Yes, it's...
Okay.
The music is... He is contributing to the soundtrack.
Okay.
Obviously, there's tons of composers working on the soundtrack, but he is one of them, yes.
That's good, because I'm going to be honest, Jet Set Radio's best music is the licensed music. I like his stuff, but the licensed music is the best part of Jet Set Radio in terms of the soundtrack. I'm not a huge fan of his stuff.
Well, you know, it has to have original songs, too.
Of course. Yeah. I haven't played Jet Set Radio in forever.
Yeah.
Can we just get a future port already, Sega? Like, come on.
There was a leak for the new one.
The new one, the leak just showed Jet just dancing there for a second, and that was the whole thing.
Well, yeah, it was a proof of concept trailer. For shareholders. It was for shareholders.
I know. That's all the shareholders need to see. Like, you just rendered a character
proof of concept of, like, you know, potential art styles and whatnot.
Okay.
Anywho, I am a little disappointed because they removed the what's the soap shoes from the game, even though they were like heavily advertised in all the previous trailers.
Ooh.
They cut them. You can still run around on the ground with your bare feet, but now if you are in free run mode,
Mhm.
Um, you just immediately pull out like a skateboard to
Yeah.
grind on rails instead of just doing it on your sick ass soap shoes.
What did soap sue them?
That might have been it. I don't know why they decided to cut it.
Weird.
I think they had some kind of explanation, but like I wasn't hearing it.
We just had the soap shoes in Sonic Frontiers. Like, it's not like they're not up for licensing. I feel like you just call them up.
Well,
Be like, hey,
like you don't even need to license them. You can just have shoes that grind on rails. They don't literally own the concept of grinding on rails. You know.
they might. And just no one's
I mean,
taking.
okay, if it was a weird licensing thing, I could understand, but
Yeah.
I don't know why they would cut it as a feature
Mhm.
when it was obviously already working.
Yeah.
You advertised it in all the trailers. It was in the very first trailer, you know.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's disappointing because I was looking forward to that feature, and so it's like
Mhm.
it's not really gone because, but it kind of feels lame to like be in run mode, and then instead of using the soap shoes, you pull out a skateboard or bicycle from your butt. You know,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
yeah,
You can't just run around like Sonic.
yeah. Although I am very excited for this game, especially with how many different movement types there are, because you got
Oh yeah.
bikes, you got running, you got skateboards, and you got roller skates.
Yeah, I think it could be
That's
very,
four
very
different types of movement, three of which feature wheels.
fresh.
It's
I
crazy,
should have said
man.
Heelys next. I make that DLC. I want Heelys.
They should fucking put in Heelys. I know there's like special shoes you can buy in real life that are both show shoes and Heelys.
That's the coolest thing you could own on the planet.
Yeah,
Oh, and then also have the tip, add those things that let you do the Michael Jackson smooth criminal thing.
yeah.
So then you'll just be the coolest motherfucker in existence.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, that was it for the show. Because Onward Cyberpunk is the last thing. Got
Yeah.
anything else to say on anything?
Not really. It was a nice little showcase. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nothing mind blowing.
yeah. I was definitely. I think everything here was pretty cool, and there was definitely a few things in here that I was definitely interested in, like Blasphemous 2, um, Shadows
Animal
Over
Well.
Loathing,
Which
definitely
can,
piqued my interest, and Tesla Grad Remastered, both of them piqued my interest.
mm. I'm shocked that the Donkey published game is probably the one I'm most interested in playing, though.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think games looked cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
same.
I love indie games.
Video games good.
I love refrigerators.
Who said that?
I don't know, some guy in a commercial.
Okay.
Anyway, show's over. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, and comment down below what your favorite indie game was from the showcase, or just in general. I don't really care.
This is your favorite indie game in existence. Yeah, sure. Do whatever.
Yeah. Okay, bye now.
Bye bye.